Oh yeah, hi everyone. I am sorry I had to delete that live earlier. It's a little bit, like I said, I hate the fact that it had that, couple minutes of gap there with so with respect for people's time and everything, I just wanted to start that all over and get this going. So today I'm making some cow foot. Actually, on the package they say here beef feet. I found it really funny because I don't know that the beef has feet. That is cow foot. So I'm gonna be making some. Hi, thanks for that one person joining. Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be kind of a not really short video for this one, but I'm gonna cut it part way. I'm gonna just show you how I actually prepare this. Yeah, for most persons who may be seeing this never had coffee by itself or so, but yeah, this is another kind of a Jamaican delicacy that we like to make. So yeah, this is 3 pounds actually, and because it's bony that's why you find that it's a lot of persons won't eat it because they think it's more bone than meat. But when I'm done cooking it the way I prepare it, then you probably change your mind about it. In here, our Jamaican traditional way of cooking anything at all is like we like to marinate our stuff and make sure it gets all the flavor in. But this is kind of a, for me, I'm gonna skip that option because I could have done that earlier too, but because I just wanted to show exactly how I prepare it from scratch, then I didn't marinate it in advance. So I'm just gonna get it into some seasoning, just clean it up. It's already nice and clean from what I can see on there. And so I'm just gonna give this a wash with some vinegar. A lot of persons are still contemplating whether or not to wash their meats, but for me personally, as this is what I do as a profession, I still think we should wash our meat because you never know how it has been handled and stuff like that. You don't know how they treat it before. So in order to make sure that you're getting it to your desired thing here, it's safe to give it a rinse. You're not gonna have your top that high that it is splattering the water all over the place, because I find that with chicken and stuff, that's the contention these days. People say, well, then you shouldn't wash your chicken. But then for the same reason, and like I said, I've worked in the kitchen for years and I see how people treat things. So in my opinion, you wanna take care of yourself and take care of the things that you're putting in your body, then it's okay for you to attempt to clean it yourself. My sink is clean, so I just take them from there to that. Yeah, and I said this is good enough. You can see the pieces, they're nicely cut and very clean. Okay, so I'm just going into, just put that over to this side of the sink. Wash this off. So I'm going to quickly season it up and then get it going. And I'm going to use a pressure cooker to do it partially, so it takes down the cooking time. But just to show you how I prepare this, then let me just go straight into that. All right, there. And I'm gonna be working with half of a medium onion. I have 3 cloves of garlic, and I have a Scotch bonnet pepper, and I use 2 sprigs of celery. They're a little on the going side, and some green onions. On with my time. Where did my time go? Still in my bed. Along with some fresh thyme. So this I'm gonna be doing a curry. And I'm gonna be cooking that too with some lima beans, which I already have pre-soaked and partially cooked. So I'll finish it up in the meat itself. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this in half. My work area is so tiny that I have 2 sinks, which I don't mind, but sometimes you'd rather if you had like 1 sink and then you have the rest of your space as workspace instead of, you know, 2 deep sinks that takes up so much of your area, and then you can hardly find space to work what you're working. Quickly, I'm gonna just go with a quarter. I'm gonna be using the other quarter at the end of the cooking. I like to do that because this stage, I just want to as much as possible. I don't like to waste my ingredients, so I pretty much work with exactly what I want. I put a half in there, and this other half is to start with the curry in the pot. And then I have behind me here my skillet. As usual, I'm gonna have it going so that as soon as I get my things seasoned up, then it's going straight into the pot. My usual route, this would have been seasoned overnight, or at least an hour or two ahead of time, and yeah, it's able to sit and take in all the I'm just mincing my garlic as well with this, adding some to the meat and some is gonna go right into the pan before I add the meat in. I like to do that to get a little flavor out of the onion and garlic before I start the cooking. It does make a whole lot of difference. So yeah, on this channel pretty much my background is Jamaican, and then of course you will find a lot of Jamaican dishes being cooked on here, but then it wouldn't be fair to other persons on here if I only cook that. Pretty much I have more knowledge of other dishes and stuff like that, so I want to share that as much. Pretty much, yes, since I'm going just with the start for this, I'm gonna be adding, I have a half of a cube of beef cubes. Then I have, sorry, and then I'm adding 2 teaspoons of all-purpose seasoning. in a teaspoon of salt. I go light on the salt because the other stuff in there already have salt. And then this is a bit of my secret ingredients. I go with a teaspoon of that. And this is some cracked peppers. And then I have some pimento berries. I think I'm just gonna go with like 6 cloves of that, and then I give it a crack. Just make sure that when you're eating it, you're not just biting into a few chunks. Okay, so that's that. And I think this is all that I'm going to be adding to this. Just give it a massage. Except smells so good already. So I'm just going to set it aside. That is, the pot is going. I'm just gonna add going in with the onions, cilantro, and the celery sticks rather, not cilantro. So the onions, celery stick, and a bit of oil and garlic is in the pot, and I'm just waiting for it to saute up until it's translucent. Then I will add my curry to toast in there, and then I'll add the rest from there. You'll see as you follow. You deserve it. You deserve it. Pot here, I have some lima beans that I've already pre-soaked and par cooked, and I'll add them as finishing touch. Yeah. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Okay, so that is, the garlic is nice and translucent. With the onions and stuff, and then I'm just going in with my curry powder, and that is 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder. And that's just to toast up the curry. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. Then I'm going straight in with the Cowfoot. You just want to give it a stir and make sure it's coated in the curry. Okay, so it's nicely coated. All the pieces are coated nicely, and I'm just gonna cover it and let it start cooking in its own juice before I add any bit of liquid to it. So no water is added to that. It's just on its own to bring its own juice out. So that's on medium heat. And then I'll give that about, say, 10 minutes in that, and then I'll transfer it to my pressure cooker for at least a 15. I don't like when I'm pressure cooking anything. I don't like to cook it fully through with the pressure cooker. It's just to start it, just to cut back on the cooking time. So in the meantime, I get my water that I'm gonna be adding to it later. I don't like to to pour cold water on my meat, so hence I'm getting my kettle going that I can add when I'm ready to do that. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm prepping the rest of stuff that I want to add later. And this is my next quarter of the onion. And this one I'm gonna go with huger chunks because this is gonna be added at the finishing. Totally forgot to add my pepper. So I'm gonna add it just now. It's not too late, so this is just a half of the Scotch bonnet because it's pretty hot. So like I said, this is cooking now in its own juice for say approximately 10 minutes. Then I'm just gonna transfer it to the pressure cooker. These are cut really thin. Normally you get them elsewhere, they're not so thin, but it's nice that it's actually gonna take down more of the cooking time. All right. So now I'm going to just transfer this to my pressure cooker. I've added some thyme and some green onions to that, fresh thyme, and by now I'm going straight into the pressure cooker with this. Then as soon as I get this in, I will cut this video. You deserve it. You deserve it. Okay, so in my pressure cooker, just enough water to get halfway up, not covered. I'm using the boiling water. I'm just getting out the remainder of the spice that is left in this bowl that I used earlier. Getting everything out of this. Although for finishing, I'm going to transfer it back to this pot in a bit. So when you work with a pressure cooker, you don't want to drown the meat, because the pressure cooker, the water, the liquid in it doesn't go as fast as you put it into an ordinary pot. And so, like I said, I like to keep my liquid halfway up. By the time the meat cooked, then it will go down some more and be submerged. But if you try to put too much water in this, then you'll find out when you're finished, your finished product is too runny, too saucy or so. So I prefer to keep it a little on the lower side and add more water. I'd rather do that than to put too much And then yeah, so what I'm saying is this is at the end of the cooking process. If you have too much water in the blender, if you add too much water to the pressure cooker, then you find your thing comes out a little too saucy, too much. So then the ideal thing to do is to do a little less, and then if you need it, then you can add it. Alright, so ready to go on. Pressure cooker going. Wait. Okay, so this is gonna go for another 15 minutes, and then I'll come back and pick up where I leave off, and I'll show you the result as I go along. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.